But this week we are doing trailers again. So yeah, just going through the list of trailers I found from the last month and discussing them.
Hopefully not as much as last month.
There aren't as many. There were only 12 this month.
Only 12.
We gotta really stretch them out.
Wait, I think we'll be fine. This first one is Mandragora. Let's see if I think I turned the YouTube audio down for last time. There we go.
Starting off with that mature warning.
Oh, yeah. Likely mature. Not even, like, they're not even sure if it's mature. They're, like, likely mature.
Product not yet rated.
They did not show much at all.
No,
they did not.
This is a teaser trailer, though, so I'll forgive it.
Product not yet rated.
That's true. I wonder if it looked like that man had malicious intent at the end there.
Well,
Perhaps the goal of the game is hunting and killing Mandragoras, Metroid 2 style.
Yeah, it could be.
What are Mandragoras the natural predator of? That's going to be in the next game.
Yeah. Gotta love disrupting the natural order of things.
Yeah, like he just like rolls into this area and is like, oh, there's this plant here. I better pull it up.
To be fair, he was foraging before, so it makes sense. So it fits.
Yeah.
Again, he's clearly prepared for violence.
Are you telling me that if a giant deformed potato started screaming at you, you wouldn't be on guard to fight it?
I wouldn't have a fireball that I can summon or whatever that was.
But if you had the ability to summon a fireball, would you not summon a fireball? Because I would.
That's like going into the woods to go pick some berries and bringing a gun with you.
You don't?
No.
To be fair, depending on the woods, you would want to carry protection because of coyotes and wolves and shit like that.
I think it's more like assuming your karate stance because it's something you can do at any time. If you're not tired, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the man's justified in his actions, personally. Look at that deformed thing!
He clearly did not, he has a melee weapon in those other scenes, and then he doesn't when he's pulling the plant.
It looks like that's later down in the game, though. The scene at the beginning and the end seem like it's the first part of the game, while the middle sequence is like the actual bulk of you doing stuff.
Or it could be something where there's like a light world and dark world, and like your equipment only works in the dark world. Like there's some sort of transition there.
Imagine if Harmony of Dissonance did that shit. Ooh.
But yeah, this is supposed to be a trailer for a Metroidvania. We didn't see much of that.
It's a teaser trailer. It's different. It's more of a little taste of what could be, not what it actually will be.
They do it seems that they're only moving right down corridors that only go to the right. The entire trailer.
Quick.
So it's just like Castlevania.
Yeah. Quick, scare Metroidvania fan and have them only go right.
Golly gee.
Next game.
Yeah. Well, we can at least discuss a little bit about the combat and stuff. Like it looks like it's fairly traditional Souls-like though, but
did it even have a roll?
I'm pretty sure I saw him rolling.
Oh, let's check again. Let's see this. Oh, yep. But hey, at least it's melee focused. I'm always about that.
Yeah, at least the build they're using in the trailer.
Yeah. And you can probably go down the spellcaster route too.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
never know what kinds of projectiles you might be able to conjure.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's a spellcaster in this last part.
What a nerd.
I mean, he does cast some spells while he's running around with his melee
Yeah.
weapon.
Product not yet rated.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say about this one.
Yeah. Not much to go off of for right now. Maybe
I mean,
later.
the like graphics look like they're pretty good, at least.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody put a lot of work into it.
This could either go down the route of a mobile game or stays decent. Oh, they have a clock tower level. Actually, hold on a second.
To me, it kind of just looks like this whole thing is pre-rendered, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's most trailers, right? Not this one.
Well, sure, I mean, like,
Clock tower.
the graphics in-game probably may not be the same.
I know this is a
as
church,
mentioned.
but just the whole setup and the color reminds me of a tower, City of Haze in Portrait of Ruin in some of those areas. Like, right before you fight Dullahan, the boss in that area. Just reminds me of that heavily. But yeah. Next trailer?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright. Dusk, didn't we see this already? Or no? No. Not yet.
Yeah, it was posted on the subreddit, so you probably saw it.
Oh, yeah, I saw it in passing or something. Oh, let's drive that quality up. Oh no, maybe I broke it. I think I broke it. I was greedy! Okay. Okay, and it is set to loot.
Alright, well, I can't wait to unlock some new abilities in this game.
Wars Deep said, kind of looks like a Flash version of Hollow Knight, and it's like, yeah, that's been quite a few games, not gonna lie.
You have
that
to
we've
immediately
seen.
say Hollow Knight just because it's a character with a cloak who runs
I
around
didn't
with a sword.
say it! Boars Deep said it! I just happen to agree with it.
Isn't that like every Castlevania game? Some dude with a cloak running around with a sword.
I wish we had more cloak whip wielders running around, alright? I would love that. I am fine with Castlevania clones, thank you very much. Just look at my love for Infernax.
This
Yeah.
actually looks more like it's trying to be a puzzle platformer to
It
me.
does, yeah. You can tell with some of the puzzles it's trying to show off.
I was going to say that as well. It looks more like there are more activities than I'd expect in Hollow Knight.
You're gatekeeping the word again, huh?
Hey, that's just activity is the word I choose to use for puzzle. I'm sorry.
Are you,
No, not
though?
really.
You're just throwing shade.
Throwing some pre-Dusk.
Ha.
Actually, yeah, it's interesting it's called pre-Dusk and not like Twilight or something.
Pre-Twilight?
Oh, Twilight is pre-dusk.
Pretty sure Twilight is
I-
both dusk and dawn.
We had this argument before. I'm 90% sure. I had it with someone else, and I was proven right. I'm looking it up right now. I don't know why that one part of that video is just louder than the rest. Oh wait, no, it's right after dusk. I was wrong, but it is not dawn. Dusk is... Oh no, wait! Dusk is the darker stage of Twilight. So no, Twilight is technically pre-dusk in a way.
Well, Twilight is the first definition on Google says that it's the diffused light from the sky during the early evening or early morning.
What? Mine is the soft glowing light of when the sun is below the horizon. So yeah, but you never call Twilight for sunset though. Like, usually never hear anyone say that for Twilight.
You've never heard of the twilight hours of the morning?
I've heard something else for Twilight hours in the morning. What do I usually hear? Usually just hear it up at the crack of dawn or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of expressions for the morning.
The morning. The morning being one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's hard to tell how Metroidvania this is gonna be. Since they show going right almost the whole time.
Well, they posted on the Our Metroidvania subreddit, and you wouldn't just post something there and not
Oh
be a
no,
Metroidvania.
never! I've never done that before. What are these people abusing the subreddit? Ugh. Which reminds me,
It does seem like it does seem like several of the rooms are designed to be traversed in one direction, but there's also plenty of rooms that look windy and might have multiple entrances.
Yeah,
so I
that's
don't know.
true. We'll have to see. It's kind of hard to go off from this directly.
We do kind of say that every single trailer almost.
Yeah, because they don't
Also-
show enough. Like, Infernax, I got what the game was right away with their thing, though, too, to be honest.
I also noticed there's levels. Oh boy.
Oh no,
level 3.
RPG in your Metroidvania? Are you scared right now, Master?
Well, I noticed the person leveled from level 1 to level 2, and when they did that, they unlocked a crossbow. So I'm wondering,
Oh.
is it just regular XP? And if so, do you have to grind normal enemies to get enough XP to get through certain gates?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like there's the circle around the level, like, fills up. You can see that it has different levels of being filled.
Mm-hmm.
So that would indicate that there's an XP. Like, that's the XP bar.
Yeah.
But in the first scene where they're walking, they are walking left.
That's
Well-
true.
But they were also level 3 when they were walking left.
Oh, not this one. There we go. You can see the border of their screen capture. Or whatever
jeez.
engine they're using. Poor guys. I mean, okay, they're not Nintendo, so... Or who did that with the mouse? Well, that was Nintendo, right? With the Pokemon game, I think? They had the mouse in there?
Probably.
That one noise is louder than the rest, and it annoys me every time I hear it. It's just like, Urgh! It's like, why?
The other way we know this isn't Hollow Knight is when they make contact with their, like, scythe or sword or whatever. They don't get knocked back. Or
Yeah.
pogo, something like that.
They don't pogo. Boris Deep said maybe it's like a weapon level XP system? Yeah, it could be. What was another game like that?
Perhaps. I figured that a ranged weapon may be used for gates, but it may not.
Yeah, no.
And it may not even be a Metroidvania. It may not even have goods.
Yep,
Who knows?
very true. Next one.
Sure thing.
This
That
is
was pre-Dusk.
Wife Quest,
Next.
excuse me. On this, the
This
day
is a-
after International Women's Day?
Yeah, it has sexual themes.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
We-
Alright.
Yeah, we know that's what you wanted.
Oh yeah. But are there any Argonians?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I think this has been the most sexual one that we've seen so far in the 4 times we've done this.
Paradiso
No,
Guardian?
one.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't literally stepping on your enemies in Paradiso Guardian. You didn't have playbacks to watch you stepping on enemies in Paradiso Guardian. Paradiso Guardian is fan service. This is fetish service.
Okay, you also had sex with your enemies in Paradiso Guardian. What's
Wait,
your
do you?
point? I'm pretty
not-
sure.
Maybe not in the trailer or the demo, but like
Okay,
I'm
then
pretty
maybe.
sure that like the full version is going to have that.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, look at some of that shit.
Hey, it's fine. It's rated T. It's safe for work.
No, I would not play this in front of my boss. I wouldn't play this in front of my friends. Well, depending on how
It says it's coming out on the Switch. The
It has-
Nintendo people thought
they
that
have
was
Bayonetta on the Switch. Don't give me that.
It has a target audience, and they are targeting that audience.
Look at that shit. She literally stirring. Okay. Is she or is she actually dying?
I don't know what's happening there.
I don't either. Look at all these titties. This is more titties than what was that game? Lost Ruins. Yeah, look at that. Just after we got done talking about women in video games, this has to drop.
This is female protagonist.
This
It's gonna have that tag on Steam. You know it is.
Look at that though. Look at her armor. We talked about this.
So, this
Legs
is
are
a-
exposed. Belly is exposed. Arms are. Look at the cleavage is exposed. She has blue armor, and that's probably metal. Come on.
He has a shield that it like deflects onto that shield.
Doesn't
so-
matter. Also, look at that. Dragon form. Oh wait, no. Is that just no dragon form? There's a tail. There's a tail.
Maybe you collect monster abilities by beating them up.
Oh, what is that armor compass? It is an atrocity, is what it is. Oh, it gets worse too. Oh god, I hate this. I love the pixel art. I can't even be mad. Like, the pixel art's really well done. The animations are really well done. It's just like, what the fuck?
Pixel art? Yeah, I mean, guess it's cute, but the art on these, between,
Yeah, those are,
it's extremely uncanny, and I don't
Mhm.
like it.
it's a certain form of animation with pixel art. Oh, god. Alright, boys, you think it's a Metroidvania or not?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, no. She had the tail. She had the tail. You defeat the bosses and get their abilities.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the out-of-game art, I would have probably a better outlook of this game. because the in-game art is cute.
I mean,
Also,
Rabi
I
Ribi
like how
exists.
in the background there's just people relaxing in like a sauna
I
in a
mean,
hot spring.
if you don't have a hot spring, is it even anime?
So, about whether it's a Metroidvania or not, they do call it a retro side-scrolling style. So I'm not too sure what that means.
And it does have a lot of verticality, at least, to it, so that
Yeah.
does indicate a good chance of being a Metroidvania.
And
Did
they
it
did
say
show off
anywhere that it's
abilities.
Metroidvania?
There was a T section right there.
It's true. It looks more Metroidvania than perhaps some of the other games have looked,
Yeah. Oh, I
Wait, I
muted
think I
it.
saw
but you never know.
there was an achievement list, and I think one of them said finish a level something or another.
Oh no. It could be level-based. It could be a Crestlet.
Sexual themes, you don't fucking say. The fact it's called Wife Quest, too. It's like, are you collecting waifus?
No, she is the wife, and her husband has been kidnapped, and she's going to rescue him.
Maybe when she's choking out the monster girls, she's actually stealing their soul, and you're collecting all of their souls.
God. What is this? Dawn of Sorrow? Nari of Sorrow? Do we want to move on?
Could you pause it when the achievement list comes up?
Yeah. Not that one.
Finish the level in less than 10 minutes.
Oh no. Yeah, it's level-based. It's probably not a Metroidvania.
Oh, but it could be a crest-like.
Could be.
Next one.
Sure.
Hold on for just 1 second.
Ah!
I just looked it up, and as soon as the page loads, we will know when this game actually released, because it looks like it already has a Steam page with reviews on it. Yes, Wife Quest was released September 30th, 2021.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Is this trailer for the Switch version, perhaps?
The PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Switch, so not the Steam version. Oh yeah, read this shit! Punish the naughty monster girls who keep stealing your husband! God, in this humorous and often naughty action platformer, White Quest, you take the role of charismatic former warrior Mia, as she sets off to battle the seductive monster girls who keep kidnapping her beloved husband Fernando. I hate this.
So it's a role reversal thing where the male is the damsel in distress.
That's fine, but why does she have to be so sexy about it? Why does everyone have to have huge tits?
You can buy the art book for $2.
Nah, I'm moving on. This one is Sugamenia? Sugamenia? I don't know. Sugamenia.
No idea.
Alright, we'll try it. This is 2 minutes long.
You know, that was an interesting trailer.
Yeah. Obviously, heavily Metroid inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did not show the most exciting gameplay, and I'm kind of curious as to what their goals were in this trailer. But
Yeah.
we did see some gameplay. We saw some acquiring upgrades.
Yep.
Not sure how I would feel about the level design shown, but you know, it's fine.
Did you like those puzzles?
Those activities. Visual, Boris Deep said visually it's kind of odd. Yeah, oh, I was gonna point out the improper sprite scaling, yes. That was bugging me. There's a few, like the big, enemy at the end, and obviously the flames. They're scaled instead of taking a sprite and making the sprite actually kind of... doing individual sprites, they're just upscaling it.
Mm.
And...
Never looks good.
It does not look good. It looks like right now, their filtering that they used... I mean, people are fine with the filtering and making it kind of look, you know, not crisp, but I like my crisp pixels. I like to be able to count pixels on my screen. And I don't know if that's just how they recorded it or how the game might actually be.
Well, this is probably the most Metroidvania looking entry we've seen today.
Yeah.
Well, this one's all gameplay, so we get to see the room transitions and layout.
Mm-hmm.
Every room they've gone through seems to have had at least one other exit going somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah.
This guy obviously wasn't finished, but he was getting there.
Kind of wonder about the health of the enemies, because sometimes it seems like the flying enemies are tanking a lot. Probably because they're using the flames, and then they'll shoot
Yeah.
the larger ground enemy and it will die in a couple of hits.
Yeah, but this, you can tell they just upscaled it, and it looks not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
It is a first look trailer.
It is. It is in development.
And you know, if you've got that going on early in development, that's not bad.
No, it's not terrible. It's getting there. It's getting there. Just needs some polish. And probably other places finish. But yeah, no, otherwise, like, the sprite work in general is really good. Like, I love that design of the creature.
It does
And
seem like it has issues where, because it leaves the corpses behind, sometimes it's a little hard to tell when the enemies are actually dead.
yeah.
I do like the wall creature, yes. With the upgrade.
Yeah. Oh no! Particles! In my Metroidvania? In my pixel
no.
game? How dare you? I saw the save point finally.
I'm slightly curious just about the placement of the partial tanks. It seems like they're kind of out in the open in random rooms.
I mean, that's Metroid though.
That sometimes does happen in Metroid, where
Yeah, they're just random.
occasionally, yeah. So that, like, even if you're not exploring, you'll get some upgrades.
Yeah. There's just if every orange box is an item, there's an awful lot of items that they're passing by.
Yeah.
But they can't get to them now. So
Well,
it's
Tried getting
temptation.
to them though.
It has shown that you can use the flamethrower to get through the, like, vine-looking thing. So there's a lot of areas that they could be getting to that they aren't.
Yeah.
Sure, they wanted to head straight for the boss to show that off to the trailer.
Even though the boss is one of the worst looking bits of sprite work in the whole thing.
There's the overlapping illumination from some of the lights. It looks a little strange to me, but
Yeah,
not so
that's
bad.
okay, if they did this in a sprite, well, any pixel program actually. Yeah, they just probably have the transparency set, and that transparency can look not great depending on what's behind it.
I agree. No, it seems there are a lot of boxes on the top, so you may acquire a lot of different items and upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 1 on the flame, but not a 2 on the missile. So I don't know if that's like level 1 flamethrower and you'll get upgrades, but the missiles you won't get upgrades.
Perhaps.
It's a little weird that the boss meter is always on the screen.
I mean, that's obviously retro inspired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden thing.
Yeah, I was gonna
Clearly-
say Ninja Gaiden too.
They want all the information just on the top on the HUD,
Yeah.
and not have to put stuff elsewhere, which
That's
is fine.
fair.
Nothing wrong with an empty boss bar.
Better to have a boss bar than not to have a boss bar at all.
Speaking of that, kind of, where's the map?
Yeah, there's no mini map.
Do you think it's NES Troid inspired and there is in fact no map?
Oh no! People's worst fear, you have to make your own map. Poor
The
things.
fact that everything is on the main screen does indicate that they might not be planning on having much of a pause screen.
Future's
Like,
gonna
you can
avoid this.
Like, you can see the 2 dots in the upper left corner that indicate that they have 2 out of 3 partial tanks. So
Yeah.
you don't have to go to the menu to see that.
Oh god. People will have to make their own maps like in the olden days.
Or they'll just Google a map.
Yeah, or they'll do that. Yeah.
Everyone's so lazy nowadays.
But
Hey, I
then
made
how
my own maps for stuff.
will you know where you are on the map?
You get good
Context clues.
context.
I
Next
have to do
trailer.
some orienteering.
Orient.
Sure. It does seem like the flamethrower does quite poor damage, and it's always better to use the other
Yeah.
weapon against enemies. They try to use the flamethrower and they just don't kill the enemy.
Mm-hmm. How many more do we have left? Is this 5? No, 4. Oh, what's that one I seen? Oh. Next one?
Sure.
So that was Sugamenia.
Sugamenia, yeah.
Next
I've-
is
Uh,
Meifumado.
Meifumado. Meifumado?
Okay.
I don't know. It's Japanese. Or Chinese. Japanese. Shadowrun vibes.
Interesting. This certainly does look like a beat 'em up.
Yeah, so I was about to not include this on the list, but the description of it specifically did say it had Metroidvania style levels.
Oh no.
And like everything in the trailer is like flat terrain, so I don't know if that's just like they're planning on adding Metroidvania style levels, and this is just they're doing the flat terrain to begin with.
Yeah. Or they're just showcasing the art and the battle mechanics.
Yeah.
Whenever anything is Metroidvania style or Metroidvania inspired instead of just being called a Metroidvania. That's your clue to know it may not be a Metroidvania or even related.
Honestly, I'd be
But,
fine with that, but okay. 2 comments. 1, Shadowrun. 2, this is rotoscoped or 3D modeled, and that looked really cool how they did that. I'm
It
in
does look cool.
love with how they did that. Because it either looks like they had a 3D model and they superseded the pixel art on top of it, or they rotoscoped it. Which rotoscoping with pixel art is very rare, but it looks amazing when done right.
Do you think they rotoscoped Spider Lady?
Yes. Yes. Either that or 3D modeled it. With how she did the arm attack and swinging back and forth, yes. Yeah, Shadowrun.
This
But
game does
Japan.
look, it looks good. It seems like the gameplay would be fun, and it has extra systems like the shopping and the dialogue.
Yeah, so Spider Lady definitely 3D model or rotoscope tiny bit. I think it's more of a 3D model though, watching this one again. But it could just be the quote-unquote lower polygons look of it.
Or maybe they rotoscoped the lady part of it and 3D modeled the spider part of it?
Oh, I was talking for the big guy. Big boy that got his head cut off.
This does look like the best game we've seen so far.
Visually, it's fucking stunning. Also,
Not Life Quest?
Huh?
Not
Shut
Life
up.
Quest?
Also, obligatory, get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, this looks gorgeous. Actually, yeah, let's go check out their Kickstarter quick. Let's see what information we can grab.
Control F, search for Metroidvania. Find nothing.
That's
We-
literally what I did.
Oh
my
no.
God. Immersive open world inspired by Japan. Yeah, combat was huge. Oh, no twin blade? F.
Hey, it's not even funded on Kickstarter. They can always add a twin blade.
Maybe it'll be a stretch goal.
Yeah, this animation, I'm 90% sure. Because look at how fluid that is. It looks like they either used a 3D model for heavy reference, or, yeah, someone posed these out. Either way, it looks fucking stunning.
Mhm.
Crafting system. Exploration.
Major locations are divided into multiple non-linear, interconnected Metroidvania structured levels. This is gonna be a crest-like. Whether the players roaming around a hub or explore the dangerous areas outside the safe city, it's a crest-like. It's a crest-like, which is
That
I'm
does
fine
make
with
it sound like there is actual exploration, which, I wish they would have shown off.
Yeah.
Because walking in a straight line to the right is not really a good way to show off having exploration.
Yeah.
I think this is just the Kickstarter one though, so yeah, but that's fair. It is the Kickstarter one too.
I'm sure they cared more about showing off their
Art.
graphics and gameplay, since that seems to be what they're focused on.
Yeah, which I respect that.
But yeah, game seems neat.
I'd play it. I don't even care if it's in Metroidvania or not. It looks sexy. Look at that. Anything else?
I don't think so. So that was Meifumado. What do we have next?
The best one.
Oh no.
This hurt me in game. love this game. God, it was so good.
I like the Baphomet-looking deity in the background of that title screen. Yeah, Infernax certainly seems to be one of the more popular releases.
Yep. That's my Discord. But you got loud again, dude.
Oh,
Gotta
Oh.
turn you down.
that's not good.
No. Yeah, no, this game was... to be fair, it is not a Metroidvania. Full disclaimer, this is not a Metroidvania. It is a Castlevania 2-like with Zelda 2 dungeons.
But is Castlevania 2 a Metroidvania?
No.
What would you call it then?
A Castlevania 2-like. Castlevania 2 is kind of on its own.
It's a Zelda-like.
Castlevania 2?
Dungeon. Yeah.
Just not with the open world exploration. Like, Zelda 2 had a map that you traversed across. Castlevania 2 was all interconnected platforming. I do consider that to be a big enough difference to count them as different types of games. Because if I hear Zelda 2, like, I think, oh, I have a map. It's not an interconnected world in terms of, like, platforming and stuff. It's a map. Compared with the Castlevania 2, where, yeah, it's all connected. And then you gotta kneel, you know, at the frickin' bridge. And then you gotta, you know, frickin' kneel by the water.
Isn't it pretty much just walk left and right, and then you can go into areas sometimes?
Yeah. But the Infernax did it so well. Infernax is literally just... Okay, I never got that screen. I need to do the evil path fully for that one. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hey, don't talk about spoilers.
No, I had to see who he was choking out, and now I get completely on what he did. It's just a really simple game, but that's not bad. It's just simple fun. It is, you go around, you kill shit, and that's the game, and it's just incredibly fun to do so. It's fun to play. It feels good to play. Highly recommend.
But you have to make difficult moral choices.
Or you
That
just do
sounds-
both difficult moral choices.
So they're not difficult moral choices.
Yeah. Hey, first playthrough, I actually did unknowingly completely right. I was good person on accident. And now I'm being bad person on purpose.
Well, do we have much else to say about Inferno? I have not played it. I cannot contribute.
Highly recommend playing it. Music's good too. They have references, I think, to deep cuts of tracks that I would think no one would reference. Like, there's a track in there that sounds like Solstice on the NES's main theme BGM for the game. And I'm like, this has to be a reference. It sounds very similar to it. Not like a ripoff, obviously, but an inspiration. And there's so many tracks that are just purely Castlevania, and you can tell. And it's just, it's so sexy. Highly recommend the soundtrack, too. Game's good. Go play it.
Alright, well that was the Infernax review from Atcero. What's our next trailer?
Doomblade. Oop. Paz! There we go. Okay.
Come, little gloomling, you have been chosen. Wield me, and we can grow strong. We will find the maggots who poisoned your home, and explore the ruins of this underground realm.
Interesting.
It seems like the combat's going to be frenetic and fast-paced.
It does seem dashing from enemy to enemy is what you do in that game. I believe there was a snippet of map in this trailer, which is great, because I like seeing maps in trailers. So we'll pause on that when we get there. It kind of looks like you can lock on, like you kind of just automatically lock on nearby enemies and then dash towards them.
It's interesting you can dash through walls. With the right skill.
Yeah. There's probably specific types of walls that you can dash through.
Yeah, kind of like in Bloodstained.
Yeah.
I suppose you're dashing towards the cursor, which is the smaller floating thing.
Yeah, I
Is
wonder if
probably
it's
your other stick.
intended to be used with mouse and keyboard controls.
Yeah.
This is possible. I like that they gave a brief overview of some of the different abilities that you find.
Yeah, agreed.
Some of them definitely seem to be more of a combat ability and not a traversal ability, but you know, finding things like a dash is always something you can use for both. And it seemed like you could target dash through walls towards enemies, which I'm guessing you can't do when there's not an enemy there. That's interesting.
Yeah,
It
Boris
does
Deep
seem
said it's like a sonic homing attack.
it does seem somewhat like a Metroidvania, which is
Yeah.
always nice.
Wait, where was the map?
It tickles me that the one ability is a nightmare onion. I'd worry a little bit about conveyance with everything that's going on. I know I'm always the one to complain about things being flashy. Doesn't seem too bad though.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Mhm. Yeah, I could see it like getting too many particle effects on the screen. And
Well,
being
that's
hard
just too much color right there. That's a lot.
They're all reddish colors, so there's not a whole lot of contrast going on.
Yeah.
It seems like you'll do a lot of your combat will kind of be spamming your charge at enemies.
Oh yeah, look at that map. Yeah, oh my god, that map is huge.
It's not that big.
Compared to Castlevania, it's huge, alright? Let me have this.
And you can tell that it's only part of the map.
Yeah.
It does look I mean, it looks like a Metroidvania map, you know,
It does.
which is good to see. I'm reasonably confident that this is a Metroidvania. You can have me concerned about.
We got proof! We did it, boys!
We got one.
We got... Ladies and gentlemen, we got one.
Visual design, it is a bit. It seems a bit confused at times. There's a lot of red everywhere. You're red, the enemy's red, the background's red. Doesn't look terrible though, I mean, it certainly has some personality.
It does, it's got flair to it. Next one?
Sure.
Oh, interesting, wait. Yeah, your eyes were blue before, and then when you got the sword, they turned red. And you know the guy talking to you is the bad guy, so.
Hey, don't make assumptions. That's how the narrator in Doom Eternal talks to you.
You can't just blow a hole in the moon.
So that was Doomblade. Next up is Project Shell.
I like how they included quitting out to the menu.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm so glad they showed us that you can do that. I also liked the poem at the end. It was cute.
I don't really like this thing at the beginning where it does the like boot up sequence thing. Like, I've never liked that in any game. It just feels like it's kind of wasting your time.
It is a bit of a tired trope, I suppose, but you know, I like it. It can be a way to convey some exposition before the game even starts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, there is melee and range combat.
Yeah, and you got the wall rail thing, which looks
I
fun.
like I like the wall rail. I like being able to accelerate up walls.
Yes, that is fun.
Quick vertical movement is something I feel like games can benefit from having tremendously.
Agreed.
We don't see much combat-wise. It's mostly just beating up the same enemy.
But it is a demo.
This is true.
Yeah, it's probably pretty early, so they're just including those for testing purposes. They do seem like pretty simple enemies too, though,
Hmm.
especially for the amount of health they have.
Yeah, they took what? 2, 3 hits from the sword and then 1 from the blaster?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does seem pretty early, just like all around.
Yeah.
It does. I think, I mean, the visual style seems fine. It seems like they already have some sort of story, and you know they have abilities and stuff planned. So
Well,
I think it's a good early showing. They've included things they should include.
I just noticed that the power level was 0.69%.
I know, I wasn't gonna make a comment on it, but since you did, nice.
I wasn't going to mention it either.
Cauldrath,
Also-
you're supposed to be the responsible one.
It seems that you steal power from enemy corpses.
Yeah.
Is interesting.
Wonder what happens when you hit 100% power.
Lucy happens. Next trailer?
Sure.
Sure.
It's Heroine Anthem 202? What?
Yes, that was Project Shell. Now we're on Heroine Anthem 02. Scale Scars Oath.
Scale Scars, yep. That's it?
That's it seems. What in the world is going on in this game? I can't tell.
Well, it already released. So let's take a look at the Steam page.
I know I'm one to complain about conveyance, but my goodness.
Oh, this
There
one's
was
3
just
minutes.
a lot of
This
weird
trailer's 3
flashes
minutes.
going on.
So let's do this.
Alright, sure, let's do it. You know, I think I preferred the first trailer.
I think I'm more confused after this one.
Yeah, I think there was less information in this trailer than the other one.
But there were more
agree.
boobas.
Yeah, we got all these female protagonists. See, first tag on there, female protagonist.
Okay,
For International
they
Women's
all
Day.
had. So one of them even had the little pointy nips on her tits, and it's like, why? Also, this is a cat girl, but she has the 2 ears. Oh, look. Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I agree with Boris Deep. Everything in that trailer was just random events, and I have no idea what any of it means.
Yeah. Oh, wait. But guys, boobs. Boobs fix everything. Boobs sell.
This is true. Boobs and anime. This is both
Look
of
at
them.
this shit. No way. They show it. God damn it. You see the outline of the nip. My fucking god.
So we have to
Why
zoom
are
in
you
on it.
obsessed with looking for the nipples?
Because
It's
I want
annoying.
to see if I need to criticize them or not.
Okay. Anyways, well, what do you think you're gonna find, huh?
I found the nips! I found what I was looking for!
When you go looking for nips, you find nips.
Okay, there's a difference
Would've
between
thought.
having the outline of a nip and then having the actual nip showing in its all outline. There's difference! Boobs do not fill my heart. Boobs do not fill my heart either. I feel that.
You'd probably need them to be removed if they did.
Yeah. This at least had gameplay, but it's like, ugh. It looks like a gacha game. I'm 90% sure it's a gacha game.
You know, it does seem like that could be the case. And I don't really know what's happening here. Like, I'm seeing colors flash in front of me, and I just don't know what it
There's
means.
a lot of rigs.
Yeah, a lot of really big particle effects.
Mm-hmm. Flashy, make the mind go serotonin so you play more.
Were those some damage numbers that I saw?
Now
So
that's a lot of damage.
So apparently, Heroine Anthem 0 is the 2D platformer part of the series, and it used to be like a strategy RPG or something like that, when it was just like Heroine Anthem.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
So it's probably not actually a gacha game. And it looks like there's only one protagonist that you play as.
No, you
Like,
had others.
I didn't see other one. Did it actually show you playing as someone else?
Oh, here, let's see. I thought.
Oh, I guess maybe that is.
No, it looks like
maybe-
you have summons. So maybe.
Oh yeah, like assists like Marvel vs. Capcom
Yeah.
2 style.
Or do we move on to the next game? So
I
we can
think
avoid
that's
more
for the
panty
best.
shots and stuff. What, Master?
I think that's for the best.
Oh, yeah. This
So
is
that was Heroine Anthem
Necrotopia.
2.
Yeah, this one is not in English. It's all in Japanese. Like it's not even available in
This will
English. So
fill our weeb quota for the day then. You lied to me. This is very rough around the edges.
It does seem like the goal was to show off some of the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah. Also, I don't think that's a stamina gauge, Boars Deep. I think that is how long you have before either your fire goes out or something explodes.
Yeah, it looked like a cooldown,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, that's what you'd want to use for a cooldown without making all kinds of
Yeah.
fancy graphics for it.
Also, they use the James Bond right there. The half step up, half step down, half step down, half step up.
I'm not.
So this game is actually released. It's
Oh.
not. It's not an early game.
Well, in that case, we can find their Steam.
5 reviews. It
Let's
is,
see, English language
12?
not.
yeah, and it's $12. Not 3 people recommend it and 2 don't.
I don't have a whole lot to say about this game.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to see, I think.
The main character reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics. for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah, that's the... Actually, no, not Tactics. This reminds me of, oh god, what's the game? Threads of Fate. That's more of the design.
I was gonna say, I've heard of Threads of Fate, not Tactics.
It might be a little obscure for you.
I have the power to ban you both. Always remember this.
Do it.
I can just unban myself though.
Huh?
I can just unban myself.
I
though.
can. Well, and to be fair, Master could just ban me from the server. It'd be a vicious cycle.
Wouldn't really be a cycle though. We just ban each other and then nothing would happen.
Well, then we would have to unban each other for the next week, and then we'd just do the cycle all over again every week.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art assets don't really seem to match up that well with each other.
No. I don't know. I wouldn't say they're stolen, though, Boars. I don't know if they're stolen or just they had a bunch of collab artists. Because this music is really good. They obviously got a good composer for this. Unless they stole the music. But I would hope not.
If you're gonna steal music, you should steal good music.
Which is what they did. Yeah, oh, this kid looks like Frankenstein.
It does say they were struck. Well,
They
a
were a
monster was
monster,
struck by lightning.
yeah.
I assume that's the protagonist, but
Yeah, it is.
it's strange to me that they show off the exploding of the dynamite like as a gameplay feature.
It's got
Just out of context.
interactable environments,
Yeah.
like
it
exploding
just-
barrels.
Yeah, they picked up a melee weapon just sitting in the background and then used it. That's cool.
And there is something to be said for a game where like you have to dynamically choose, like pick up weapons on the ground and then use whatever you find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those are fun, and it allows you to do a ton of interesting things just by changing what you have available, and it prevents people from just blasting through the game with something powerful.
Yeah.
Or getting
I
too
haven't-
far into their comfort zone.
I didn't see many Metroidvania elements in this.
No,
Supposedly some light platforming.
it has probably activities.
This may be true.
Next one.
Sure. That was Necrotopia.
Yep. This is Mongrel. Early access.
Sure is nice with only one female, concur? Your reputation, will it recover?
How did you end up in the toilet? I guess you've been a bad, bad boy. I love the smell of the goober. Every one of them will burn. Welcome to my domain, fish.
I love this game's humor. Even if the gameplay, like, if I played this and the gameplay wasn't great, I would love it just for the humor alone.
I was going to say, wow, the main frog man looks cute, and then the rest of the trailer happens.
Sure is nice as a I was
I-
trying so hard not to laugh through this whole thing.
I don't understand what's happening.
I think that's the point. Okay, let's read some of these prompts. What you speaking ramble on about? You show more stupid and second than me too in a minute. Yes, a frog like me be of diminutive stature in intellectual sense. Embarrassing. Oh
So
my god.
do you think the weird, probably German to English translation is intentional?
Yeah. We only have a microscopic piece of fun. This is great.
Okay.
I'm glad that you enjoy it.
This is such trash humor, and I'm living for it.
Will it recover?
Oh, okay. Gameplay! Let's talk about gameplay.
Well, there's jumping and rolling, there's lots of talking to NPCs, it seems.
Do you think that this is another mouse and keyboard type thing with the aiming?
Oh no! I just googled it. So this game is a comedy roguelite.
I'm
All
not even
this-
surprised.
All of the comedy is procedurally generated.
We were
God.
bamboozled.
Look at that! It's making the, like, not the Migusta face. Oh, no! Not the Migusta. Is that the Migusta face?
I don't know. Are you looking it up?
Nah, it is not the Migusta face. But
Earn
it is definitely a
reputation
meme
with fake
face.
compliments.
Huh?
You earn reputation with fake compliments.
That's great. This already
if you-
released, didn't it?
For early access, I think so.
Early access.
So if you're looking for more Conker's Bad Fur Day humor, then yes, this is your game.
Oh god. Yeah, roguelite. Wait, yeah, there's not even a Metroidvania tag on here. Cauldrath, what are you
Rogue
doing?
Vein. Look at the 5th tag. Click on the plus.
Oh,
Also, my mistake, they seem to be Norwegian.
user defined though. This isn't them. This is that
First,
was user defined.
the first 4 are usually the devs sent them.
Yeah.
I think
Blackmail
5.
photos.
Do you think it has anything to do with being a Metroidvania?
Oh god, no. This looks purely roguelite. and terrible humor, and I'm loving it. Only one woman is the mother to every child. Oh, what?
Yeah, apparently one of your goals is to get close with this mother if you scroll down and read the description.
Which part of the description?
I don't know, find it.
Alright, I don't need to scroll down, I'm there. Some sexual innuendo, a character talking about how he gets aroused by holding his breath, references to drug-like experiences including 2 psychedelic dream sequences with cartoony violence.
Not just one, but two. Oh boy.
Yeah! God, I think what's worse is one of my friends is gonna be running a frog in D&D. I forgot the name. But his character's name is Gub. And he's gonna be essentially, I think, talking like how this guy kind of sounds with the laughing.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah. I mean, the graphics look nice at least.
Yeah.
Also, existentially terrifying at times.
It seems like I like how fast the character moves.
Yeah. God. Do we want to move on to the next one since this is not a Metroidvania?
That would be nice. What else do we have?
We have the one that Cauldrath couldn't add because it was
Made for children, apparently.
there's no comments. Ugh.
So that was Mongrel. Next is
Tinker and Spell. Frog doing a Zam face. There we go, thank you. I want to check on something. There's something I saw. I don't know if I saw it correctly.
what was it?
I want to make sure I saw it correctly first before I incriminate myself.
Oh no.
It's awfully close, but I think it's a bit different.
Was one of the Pokemon Argonian?
No, okay. That is literally Crash Bandicoot face. The mask. I forgot his name.
It looks similar.
Well, they
It
also
doesn't
had
look
one
the
of the
same.
elfin Pokemon.
Hey, if you're making a Pokemon-based game, there's gonna be some overlap. That's just how it is.
Only so many weird elemental creatures you can make.
Exactly.
Let's see. There's that.
And it's fine. I mean,
That one.
it looks pretty distinct.
The red tape makes me think. I think it's Fanny. Yeah, Uka Uka is the mask. Thank you. I was trying to think of the name. But no, this looks like Fanny from Pokemon. I think it's Fanny. Fanpy. I was very close. Thank you. It's mainly the red tape.
It's fine.
Yeah. But you literally play as Lionel, so I don't know.
Like teenage Lion-O.
Yeah. Wait, Lionel was a teenager. At least
Who
in
is
the remake
Lionel?
he was.
Huh. I thought it was an adult.
Okay, I'm looking up Lionel's age in the 2010 reboot.
Oh, I've never seen the reboot.
Oh, it was so good.
What are you people talking about?
Thundercats! 2011. He was 16 to 17. Main character looks like furry Chrono.
Apparently, Lionel was 12 in the original series when he left Thundera.
Are you serious? He was roided up like he was in the late 20s.
No different than anime, I suppose. Is Thundercats an anime?
No,
So
well,
he
I think
aged
it
physically
technically
to 24. So apparently he was kept in like a suspension capsule that so he was unconscious during it, but then aged like 12 years physically.
What the hell?
So
That
it's
makes
like
more sense.
So he was like a 12-year-old who took a 12-year nap afterwards,
So Link.
I guess.
Lion
Did
Link.
Link take a 12-year nap?
He took a 7-year nap. Oh, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh no.
Cat.
No. Oh, I think Thundercats is technically an anime. I think it was animated by some Japanese studios.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, anyways, the gameplay of this game. What are we?
it
what are
looks
we
like it is
thinking?
very much for kids.
The same way that Pokemon is for kids.
More like it's bright, flashy. There's stuff to collect. I think it's a mobile game, isn't it? No, it had right trigger, so no, this could be a Switch game.
You must restore the balance.
Yeah.
Maybe collecting the Pokemon is gotcha.
It could be.
What are the other creature collecting Metroidvania-ish games?
Monster Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
I think that's the only other one.
There was another one that I saw Professor Q playing, but I think it was a demo.
Oh.
And that one you actually like used the Pokemon in the like main like you actually played as them. Or like I think you were the trainer, but you summoned them, but then like you controlled the Pokemon directly. And there was like one that would fly around and then one that could like break walls, stuff like that.
Also noticed that there's a floating Deuteragonist. Wonder what that means.
It's probably like the Navi equivalent.
Yeah.
Didn't Dust in Elysian Tale do a similar thing?
Yeah, I think so. Although in that game, I think it was an excuse to have another furry on the screen.
Oh.
Actually, you can see in the lower left corner the additional thing. Yeah, I think that's your like. I guess that might be some sort of bat-like creature. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's the portrait. Oh, Tinker and Spell. That's the two characters.
Makes sense. Perhaps they cast magic or abilities, or they summon your friend.
Yeah, it looks like I guess Tinker has like actual attacks, and then you can summon stuff. So maybe it has like an assist. I don't see them like actually using the Pokemon in combat much. Just like
Looks like they're
Oh,
more
actually,
ability gated.
Yeah,
It's
and it looks like
it's
spell
interesting-
disappears when they summon it.
It is interesting that some of them seem to be, ability gates, but you have quote unquote hundreds of them. So do some of them share the same abilities, or do you need to have some of them equipped at all times for the
Or-
ability gate?
Or is this gonna turn into Ball and Wonderland of Metroidvanias?
Oh man, so it's gacha, but they have ability gates for each of the Pokemon, so you have to like
Oh,
keep opening the loot boxes until you get the one that you need to progress.
I could see a company doing that. Maybe we should do that. We could make a lot of money. Guys, why haven't we done this?
Because we done made a game anyway.
Yeah, how's that sprite going there, Cauldrath? I literally have 2 frames for one walking direction.
You had to wait until Elden Ring came out, didn't you?
I know. Well, Elden Ring kind of fucked up all my plans too, so I feel that.
How's your Unity project going?
Huh? No, D&D
How's
already
your-
planned for spring. That's already a ways off. I told them that right away. That I made sure I set out in advance, because I'm not that dumb. But it's
Yeah,
going fine. Need to-
everyone is kind of just playing Elden Ring and distracted. So perhaps also the people putting out trailers are distracted. And that's why we have less.
I mean, there were 12, and last time was 19,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that big of a drop off.
Well, at least they didn't pull a, Horizon Zero Dawn twice. How do you make that same mistake twice? Seriously.
What did they do?
So the first time Horizon Zero Dawn released, they released it the same week as Breath of the Wild, one of the most highly anticipated other open world games of like 2 to 3 years. Then they did it this time with Elden Ring. And it's like, guys, push back your
That's even worse.
dates.
It is unfortunate.
Whoever did their drop date needs to either get training or something.
Well, see, no, it's because everyone buys Elden Ring and they can't run it, so then they buy this other game that came out at the
You're
same time.
right.
It's genius.
Except I didn't do that. I just bought a better graphics card.
Well, not everyone's as privileged as you are.
No one else, has a nice friend who will donate their old one for retail price without the hassle.
Imagine getting a graphics card for retail.
Exactly! Exactly! That's why I jumped on it. Actually, I think it's less than retail.
It's used, which usually would be cheaper than retail.
Well, he didn't use as much. I mean, he had it less than a year, I think.
Mhm.
Anyways, did we have any other trailers?
Nope, that was the
That was
last
the
one.
last- And it
Oh,
is
that's-
11:31. So
Yep. 11:31, imagine being...
That's very presumptive of you.
Alright, what were your guys' favorite trailers before we hop off?
You know, I'm not sure.
well,
I didn't
obviously,
feel-
Wipe Quest was the best.
Oh, you
It
simp.
really
No.
feels strong.
Oh wait, now we're gonna get banned. Sorry, guys.
The best looking game. I don't know. I think Sugamenia has a lot of potential, but it's pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
I
one
think for me it was Meifumado.
Yeah, that one looks really good, but I'm not sure about the Metroidvania-ness of it.
Yeah.
All the best looking ones weren't Metroidvanias. It was so sad.
You poor thing.
Infernax.
You don't have your
that
La
game.
Milana 2 like.
Yeah, we need more of them.
No, we don't.
You've even played La Milana 2.
And I
Yeah,
won't.
for all you know, they could have fixed every issue you had with the first one.
But it's
Hey,
still La
okay,
Mulana, and if I had
we're
to...
not getting into it. We've been over this.
We've been over this. Alright. Have a nice night, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Bye.